Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the E60. You join me back at home. The car is clean. As we saw in the last video, I was just at the car wash, and in today's video I'm going to be stripping apart the interior, giving it a really good clean inside, seats out, trims out, get all of the dirt, the muck, everything we possibly can out of the car, and really get it back to as good as it can really be. Before I jump onto the inside of the car, I'm just going to give it another look round while it's clean so we can sort of see exactly what the body's like. I couldn't really tell before, but I've noticed a few bits now, so we're going to walk over them. Obviously the bumper we know about. We've got the tow eye, and we've got this damage here, and a little bit there under the tow eye as well. This possibly could be repaired. I'm going to have a go at it anyway. Why not? It's not going to cost me any money. If we can't get it to a good standard, I will just replace the bumper. I've seen it, the bumpers are about sort of 150 quid for, you know, like a decent one that will suit the age of the car. It's not quite clipped in there either. This is the new wheel, a little bit scuffed and scraped, so that needs a refurb. I'm putting all the wheels back to the original silver colour. It's not a BMW factory paint, but it is an alloy wheel silver, so they're all going to match, they're all going to look a bit better. And I'm also going to replace the centre caps. So we've got one missing here, we've got an M badge missing, which I'm going to replace as well. And then coming onto the back wheels, I need to replace these with original blue and white badges. I don't like the black. Some people do, but as you can see, again, this wheel is absolutely smashed up. So I need to really strip that back, sand all that down flat, and give these a new coat. Whilst the wheels are off, I can check the brakes out, see if it needs pads. Discs are good, but I haven't been able to see the pads. I know it stops well, so I'm not too worried, but it's got its MOT booked for a couple of days' time. So really, if that's an easy pass, we'll get it done. This side's bang on. We've got no scratches at all really to speak of. He says, no, just a bit of fluff. So yeah, real straight side, no dents, no scratches. Moving around to the back, we've got a very, very small dent just there on the boot. Not an issue, not really too fussed about that. There is a scratch here, which, feeling it, is really just on the surface. There's no lip in the paint there at all, so that should polish out. On the back bumper, someone's not listened to their parking sensors and definitely reversed into something there. So that's all creased and cracked. It is repairable. It's just going to want sanding back to plastic, get rid of all these creases in the paint, and then repaint that. So that's a repair that I can definitely take on. The rest of the bumper is straight, so it's not worth trying to replace it just for that, just for a little bit of hard work. Number plates, I think these are a bit scruffy. Shout out to Rick's Motor Company. I don't know where that is. Well, I've got the postcode, but I don't like all of this. I don't like this, I don't like the lines. I just want a nice clean number plate, and we need some new number plate screws as well, because they are really letting it down. So we're gonna get the number plates replaced, and I will replace that logo there as well, because as you can see, all the lacquer's peeling off it. That's gonna go, get rid of that. Moving around to the driver's side, again, pretty straight on the driver's side. There's no big scuffs or scratches anywhere on it. Chuffed to bits. Mirrors are not cracked, all the housings are good. And then back down to the bumper there. So again, that needs sorting out. There's a lot of work to do on the bumper, so it'll probably be a full respray job anyway, because it's just got cracks and scuffs all over it. And then the bonnet, we've obviously got that dent there, you can see on the bonnet. The bonnet, I think I'll try and replace that. I will try and pop that out this morning actually. If I don't do a very good job, get it replaced for the sake of 60 quid. I think it's worth it. I think the car's worth it. But as you see, in the daylight and clean, it's not a bad car overall, to be honest. Inside it's absolutely filthy, so we're going to get inside now. We are going to strip all the interior out, get those carpets cleaned, get some new mats on order, but give this interior an absolute makeover and see how it turns out at the end. So for front seat removal on these BMWs and sort of any of this sort of age, it's Torx bolts. So I think this is a T50, possibly a T55. The rails are bolted down with there. So the easiest thing to do is get the seat all the way forward, undo these two bolts at the back, reach underneath and undo your harness for the, if you've got heated seats, your airbags, stuff like that, so that you don't end up breaking this when you pull the seats out. And then you slide the seats all the way back and do the same on the front. A good thing to say before I start this, we are going to be messing with the seatbelt sensors, which can mess with the airbag light on the dash. So it's a good idea to disconnect your battery before you start this, so that you don't get any seatbelt warning lights when you turn your car back on. The battery for these, as well as most of the BMWs, is in the boot on the right hand side. So you just need to remove this panel here. You've got access to your battery. I'm just going to disconnect the negative terminal because it's the easiest one to get to, and then we'll carry on with the seat removal. There is a T50. I will say the battery in my ratchet is almost dead. Pull that all the way out. All the way out as well. And then we'll reach into there and just detach the harness. The seatbelt connector is pretty straightforward to undo. You've just got a sort of tab at the side here. Pull this out, and that releases the main harness. And then there is a small clipped one just there, which you have to just and then there is a small one just there that's just pushed into that hole that you need to pop off and undo as well. See if I can do this one-handed. Usually can't. Just push the sides in, so you can see there you've got the little tab. You just got to push these sides in, so that flexes that plastic, and then that'll pop off. And then just pop out that plastic grommet there as well. Try and do this without breaking it. There we go. And then that's the seat belt disconnected, and we can remove the seats. Accessing the front seats might look a bit tricky at first, but it's actually not that bad. There is just a plastic cover. It's clipped in at the front there. You just need to pull these tabs up, give it a bit of a pull, and you can unclip it, slide it out, and that reveals the T50. Same on the other side, and then the seat's completely out. I will say it is absolutely filthy down here. But this is something that, unless the car's been really, really meticulously looked after, they're always going to look like this, because you just can't get a hoover down in some of these areas. One out. No, still in. It's a long old thread. And we're out. That's the passenger seat out. I'm just going to have to fiddle with it, just try and get it out of the front door. I don't want to scratch any of the bodywork, obviously, but we'll get it out, get the other side out, and then have a look at the state of the carpet. Something to note on these BMWs is that the seat belt is anchored into the seat. So we just pop that cover off, and then we've got the bolt for the seat belt just in there, so we can undo that. We can pull this seat belt out, and then we don't have to deal with the seat connected. You can leave that on if you want, and just leave the seat to one side, but I'm going to probably take these inside and give them a real good shampoo, so I do want the seat belts off. There we have it, seats out, and we've got the best room to work now and give this car a proper clean. As you can see, it is absolutely filthy. Got years and years and years of dust and dirt and shit. Some of this is mine, I will be honest. Obviously I've got a few tools lying around, I'll clear all those out, but yeah, filthy. So we need to give all this a good brush and hoover out. We've got a couple of P left. We've got some cents here. What's that? Nice. Got 1 cent. I'll use that next time I go to Ibiza. And this side we've got a couple of quid. We've even got some old pound coins. I'm not sure I can find anywhere to spend them still. But we have got 1, 2, 20, 30, 5. Sorted. That's breakfast paid for anyway. Don't worry about this bit of trim, that's not broken. I took that off. I was just checking something out. And my aux lead as well. So there we have it. We've also got the cigarette lighter, which is missing. So that's one thing we don't need to replace. Right, so we'll get cracking then, get the Hoover out and get this looking as clean as it possibly can do.
Diving deep into the waves, babe. I know that you wanted to. It's a risk worth taking, even if it's over soon. Want you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. I got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If you need somebody, you know I'm the one for you. I won't tell nobody. Keep it on the down low, just us two. Want you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. I got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight.
So that's the interior, given a nice hoover. It's got pretty much all of the loose bits off it. I'm not going to mess around trying to put lines in the carpet. I'm really not that good, and I don't have the kit. Just give it a hoover off. I'm going to use some of the old school Dr. Beckman's carpet cleaner, just to give the footwells a bit of a scrub. So it's a little bit dirty down there, and it's a little bit dirty down there. And then I'm also going to just use a bit of waterless wash on the pedals and the plastic foot ped, just to get all of these back shiny again. I know they're going to get messed up pretty soon, but it'll look good for a bit. I have got some floor mats coming, so I've ordered some tailored floor mats. I wanted some original BMW ones, but they were about 140 quid, and considering I'm possibly selling this car for trying to make a profit, £140 is going to really eat into the budget. So I've just ordered some tailored ones for about 30 quid, and they'll really tidy it up a lot. Also, just wanted to let you know, I did actually pay £900 for this car, so it wasn't the cheapest thing in the world. Again, market value of these, this car, this engine, the 520, this sort of age and mileage, 150 something K, they're going at the minute on Auto Trader for about sort of two and a half grand in really nice condition, which is why I'm going to try and get this to really nice condition. You know, a little bit rougher, you're looking at 2 grand. So either way, there's going to be a couple of £100 profit in this. But again, I've still not 100% made my mind up where I'm going to keep it or not, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to get back to the cleaning. I'm going to give the carpets a scrub. Do this off camera because it's pretty boring. I'll give them probably one vacuum again later when some of the dust has settled in the car, and we'll give that a wipe down there as well. So I've done a lot of this off camera, but I've pretty much got the whole interior cleaned. I've cleaned all the door cards, reconditioned all the leather on the door cards, done the carpets a couple of times. Still a bit grubby down there. I could do with a powered carpet cleaner for that. Mats are coming, so I'll get that done once I've got the mats, and then I'll put the mats over the top. Dashboard's all clean, cleaned all this down, cleaned all this down. Now I've come to the steering wheel, and as you can see, on this lower bit of trim, this sort of wax layer is peeling off. Now I've had a look, these are about £100 new. There's no good second-hand ones, unfortunately, because they all peel off. What you can also do is get the ones from the 6 series, which are like a brushed aluminium. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to just continue rubbing off the wax layer, so that we're going to be left with like this gloss black finish, and that'll at least look a little bit neater because it won't look patchy. So I'm going to do this side, I'm going to do this side, and I might possibly do this end bit in the middle, because it is starting to go a bit at the bottom there. Look, the top is a different sort of plastic. It is grubby where people's fingers have been, so I'm going to clean the top, and then at the bottom I'm going to pick all this wax layer off. And then the steering wheel itself's not bad, there's a little bit of wear on it, but I think that'll clean up okay. Don't need to replace the steering wheel. I've also got a bit of wear there, look, so I need to replace this fascia. I've had a look, I can get one of these, the interior of this, for about 15-16 quid on eBay, so I'm definitely going to spend that just to tidy that up, because I think that really lets the interior down when you're looking at it. We've also got this here around the stop start, and a little bit down here where the key's gone. This I'm not too worried about. This I would like to replace, so if I can, might try and get a brand new one of these from BMW. I'll see how much they cost, because again, there's no good second-hand ones, so I really think that lets it down a bit. But other than that, the interior's turned out pretty smart. There's no tears in any of the leather, no scratches on any of the dashboard. It is really pretty clean. I don't really like this this silver. I think this is the sort of the worst interior that you got on these. I've been looking at a piano black set or one of the dark wood sets, but again, we'll see what happens. But it's looking loads better, so I'm going to do the steering wheel, give it one last hoover up inside, and then I'm going to clean the seats down and get the seats back in. Now unfortunately, with it being an English winter, it's been raining on and off all day, and I've not been able to get the wheels done. I've sort of I didn't film all the cleaning process, because again I had to keep sort of turning off, going inside, trying to shelter from the rain, but it's done. As you can see, we know the outside's done, but I'm sure you'll agree, there is a massive difference on the inside. So seats back in, absolutely loads better. Thousand times better in the back, and we've also added some LED number plate lights just to go with the rest of it, just to make it look that little bit more modern. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. The interior is a much nicer place to be now. All that's left to do is get a nice air freshener in here. So with that, I'm going to call it a day on this video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the wheels done, but the rest of the car is looking fantastic. Loads better. I know exactly what I need to do. I can make a list and start pricing up and working through what I need. The wheels, I'll probably try and get the wheels done in the week at some point. I am working away for a few days, so I'm not sure when. Possibly gonna have to be next weekend, but once the wheels are done on this car, it is gonna look a million times better. And then it's just the touching up the bumper and the little bits and bobs, and then we'll see what to do with it. Let me know what you think of it. If any of you have ever owned one of these, I'd love to hear any experiences that you've got, any do's or don'ts. I've never had this particular model of car. I've never had a 2 litre. I've never actually owned a diesel BMW, come to think of it. Always only had straight 6 petrols. So, yeah, we'll call it a day on this video. Thanks for tuning in if you watched it. Hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more on the E60, or if you're interested in the van or the Z3, I will try and get an upload out soon. The Z3 I've done a little bit of work on. The van has been sat for ages doing nothing, so I really need to pull my finger out. Just try and show you the steering wheel there. I know it's a bit dark in here, but you can see the difference. We've just got the gloss black now. That took absolutely ages to get off, but I think that looks loads better. I'll probably leave it like that. I don't think they need to be replaced, to be honest. I quite like that. and it will go well if I end up getting gloss black dash trims. I'm going to call it a day on the video there. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got this far, tune in for the next one if you want to see more on the E60, and I will do my very best to get some videos out on the van and the Z3 very soon. I've just got loads on, really, unfortunately. Full-time job. YouTube's a bit of a hobby. So yeah, got some videos coming soon, and I'll see you on the next one.